Hey everyone, Pastor Nathan here. Last time we talked about praying the Psalms, and you do it for two reasons. One is Jesus did it, and if Jesus did it as his followers, then we should probably consider doing that too. The second thing that we talked about was that it's a practical handhold in a time when it might be challenging to get into a place where we're talking to God, where we can shut out the things that are distracting us. I find it helpful to have some sort of a concrete handhold, and the Psalms provide that handhold of entry into prayer, of ways to talk about how life is going, what I'm experiencing. So what I wanted to do today is just take a little bit of time to actually walk through a familiar psalm and see how it might impact our prayer life. So we're going to take Psalm 23 and just walk through it together and see how it impacts, like what themes we can gather from it and how it might impact our prayer life. So verses 1 and 2, this is from the New International Version. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. So if we were to take those first two verses and talk about it in terms of how we might pray, we start with something very simple. Lord, I find myself constantly wanting more. Remind me that you are providing me with everything I need. That you bring me to a place that in your presence I have peace and rest. That you make me lie down in green pastures and you bring me beside quiet, restorative waters. Lord, please do that in my day today. Remind me that you are my rest. Might be a way to pray that first part. Let's go to verses 3 and 4. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. And we might be able to use these themes in prayer like this. Lord, death is all around us. We know that we live in this incredible broken world. Remind us that if you are with us, we have no need to fear evil. That you defend us and you bring us back to yourself when we begin to stray. That your rod protects us and your staff brings us back into the presence of your incredible comfort and grace. Remind us, Lord, that you are guiding us in paths of righteousness and that it is for your name's sake that you do these things. Lead me today on whatever path you have for me. And teach me to trust you, Lord, as you guide me. Might be another way to pray verses 3 and 4. And then verse 5 and 6. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. A way to pray this might be, Lord, even though my enemies surround me, even though today could be a really rough day, remind me, Lord, that you have provided all good things, that you have given me everything, including joy and gladness. We ask, Father, that you would let goodness and love overflow in our lives, and that the good things that you have overflowed in us, that you have given us more than we need, an abundance of, that it would flow into the lives of the people around us, that your love would flow out of us to the people around us, and that they would know who you are by how we act and how we speak. Would be one way to pray that. Another way would do this is that, Lord, you've promised that for those who trust you, that we will dwell in your presence forever. Do not abandon us, Lord. Do not leave us, but remind us of the incredible promises that you have made and bring us one day into your house. Those are an example of a way that you might be able to pray the Psalms, and that's a fairly simple psalm to pray. Next time around, we'll take a little more challenging psalm and see what we can do with it. But hope that's helpful for you. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.